Hey, good evening all. Oroville, Lake Oroville Dam. The spillway is about ready to collapse. There's already a lot of flooding going on. They are evacuating people left and right, getting them out of the city of Oroville, Thermalito, and the surrounding area. Evacuating people, I think, out of Marysville, making them go down south because there's floodwaters coming. I guess they have to turn up the dam, try to release some pressure, and the spillway is caving in. This is a direct result of the inexcusable neglect of the government of California. Being from near there, just north of there, I know the neglect that the very wealthy state of California tends to give to the areas north of Sacramento. It's inexcusable, the schools, the infrastructure, the highways, potholes, not much money going toward that, but they do raise billions of dollars worth of bonds throughout the whole 70s and 80s to build new schools, but they all pretty much go to Southern California, where I suppose where the money is. So all you guys up there in Northern California, up in Butte County especially, or all those counties around there, have spent decades letting them usurp your tax dollars, taking all your water. You produce almost all the water, all the electricity for the entire state of California, almost. And they don't kick down much. Remember when there was a overcrowding in schools and they desperately needed to build a new school, a junior high I think it was. It took years to get it approved. Wow, the schools just got more and more crowded. It took years to get it approved because it was going to be built on some wasteland, some useless piece of land that people said were some kind of vernal pools. They called them wetlands. It's not wetlands. You want to see wetlands? Go to Louisiana. Okay, they called them wetlands because there's had little vernal pools like during the rainy season, and there was some kind of endangered fairy shrimp or something like that. So it took years to finally build that school and all the schools that they need. Uh, the overcrowded, crumbling down school that I went to had a serious lack of supplies, but they continued to fund schools in Southern California, build new ones and everything like that. So it tends to get neglected. Well, this time the dang dam, Oroville Dam, a gigantic dam, the spillway is about ready to give. It might have by now. There's floodwaters, flash flood warnings. People are getting in their cars. I think 80,000 to 100,000 people have to be evacuated grand total in the North Valley to avoid the Feather River flash floods. This is a direct result of complete neglect of the infrastructure in California, particularly in Northern California. The Sacramento government has been doing this for years. They spent, I think, 21 to 25 billion dollars on illegal immigrants. Governor Jerry Brown, and oh yeah, he wants to hire Eric Holder for a ton of money a month for some kind of legal work dealing with resisting Trump and his evil wall or whatever. Okay, $25 billion. That's the money that should have gone to fixing all those highways, dams, infrastructure. This time you're going to answer for it. When's Jerry Brown up for re-election? I think it's 2018. It's like his third term because he was governor back in the 70s and early 80s, and that he did 2 terms, and then he tries to be president. He tries to be senator, doesn't make it, decides to run for governor again. Now he can run. They didn't do the third term, the limited term law until 1990, so he got grandfathered in, so he's allowed to run again. So he's the longest running governor, I think, in the history of that state. I could be wrong, but yeah, he's done a lot of damage. Tell me, what has Jerry Brown done for you? If you live in that area, you live anywhere in Northern California, what has Jerry Brown done for you? What has Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Boxer, or any of your liberal uh, legislatures up there in California? Very little. Okay, it's a mess. Butte County is a mess. It doesn't have enough jobs. Okay, Butte County, Tehama County, Glenn County, a mess. All right, and now Chico is like a gangland almost. Well, I know a lot of y'all don't like to vote. California conservatives, they get kind of discouraged, don't want to vote. But listen to me, all you guys up in NorCal, around the mountains area, and all the areas in California that are not blue, y'all get together, kick Jerry Brown to the curb, kick Feinstein to the curb, and kick your dang legislatures to the curb, and take back your state. Because that state, which should be the wealthiest state in the nation, and it is, they say it is, got oil, agriculture, oil, agriculture, what else? Industry, tons of industry, lumber. The agriculture that you have is, darn near rivals Mexico. It's not as big of an area, but it's fertile ground. Natural gas, forgot about that. Fisheries, forgot about that. Yeah, the water up there in Northern California, where they need the water for their agriculture and their fisheries, that tends to get taken quite a bit. I remember when NorCal wanted to separate from Southern California and make 51 states. That's how serious it is. You get neglected up there. This time it's really going to cost a lot of people. Getting flooded out. So better be getting out there to vote 2018. Okay, if they want to do Cal Exit, I got a better idea. Why don't Jerry Brown and all his cronies take their Hollywood rich, little friends, and they can all go to Denmark where it's socialism. They'll be a lot happier. Maybe Canada. Whatever happened to that Canada idea? Okay, then you can take the state. All right, I'm out.